She hid the human warrior in a cave 250 years ago. Now she's back, shaking him. Wake up. They found us. Rain hammered the stone outside, but inside the cave, all was silent, except for the desperate whispers of a woman kneeling over a slab of stasis crystal. Her fingers, now trembling, pressed against the surface, brushing away layers of dust and frost. Her breath hitched as she stared at the motionless figure locked within, a man, perfectly preserved, asleep for centuries. "Wake up," she whispered, her voice cracking. "Wake up, Jael. Please. They found us." The crystal pulsed once. Then again, the stasis unit groaned as ancient systems began their long-delayed sequence. A warm light spread across the slab, and the man inside twitched. Slowly, agonizingly, his chest rose. She leaned closer. "Come on. Come back." His eyes shot open. Jael gasped and choked, the first breath burning his lungs. He looked around wildly until his gaze found her. "Vira," he rasped. Her face was pale, her silver hair longer, but unmistakable. "I'm here," she said, "but there's no time. They're coming." 250 years ago, Jael was humanity's last hope in a war it couldn't win. A genetically enhanced soldier, he was made to fight the Saurians, an empire of towering, cold-blooded conquerors who swept across galaxies. But after the fall of Earth's final outpost, he was captured and then saved. Vira was Saurian by blood, but not by heart. A princess, a rebel, a traitor to her own kind. She had watched too many worlds burn, had heard too many lies from her father, the Emperor. When Jael was dragged before her, bloody and defiant, something in her broke. Instead of executing him, she hid him, far from Saurian censors, deep within an ancient world forgotten by both empires. She sealed him in a long-term stasis cocoon, designed to preserve life through centuries. Then she vanished. "I don't understand," Jael said, voice hoarse. He gripped her hand as he sat up, unsteady but recovering fast. "Why now? What year is it?" "It's year 8092, Vira said. 250 years since the day I put you here." He stared. "That long?" She nodded. "They thought you were dead. They forgot this place. But now they've found me, and they tracked my signal here." A distant rumble echoed through the cave, the sound of dropships breaking through the atmosphere. Jael stood, his muscles adjusting to motion after centuries. He was already calculating terrain, escape vectors, his body's limits. "You shouldn't have come back for me," he said. Her eyes flicked to his. "I never left you." Silence passed like lightning between them. "Do you have a weapon?" he asked. She tossed him a pulse rifle. "Old tech, but it still fires." "Will it be enough? Against a squad of Imperial hunters?" "No." He smirked. "Good." They moved through the dark forest outside, the trees gnarled and wild, grown unchecked for centuries. Rain fell in sheets, muffling their steps as they made for the cliff beyond. "I thought you'd be gone," he said as they ran. "I tried," Vira admitted. "I left the Empire, wandered neutral systems, built a life. But I couldn't forget what I'd done. What you meant." He glanced at her. "I didn't even know you then." "You do now," she said, breathless. "And that's enough." A blast ripped through the trees behind them, orange light exploding through the canopy. "They're here," she yelled. They dove behind a fallen tree as pulse fire scorched the air above. 3 Saurian hunters dropped from the sky, armor gleaming, visor scanning. Jael was already moving, firing short, precise bursts. One hunter collapsed. The other 2 spread out. "Go left," he ordered. "Circle behind them." She didn't argue. She remembered the soldier he had been, and still was. They move as one, like instinct had never faded. Vira vaulted over roots, shot her attacker clean to the side, and flanked the last one. Jael charged from the front. The Saurian turned too slow. One punch from Jael shattered its helmet. It fell twitching. Silence again. Vira leaned against a tree, panting. "You're faster than before." "Thanks to a long nap," he said, grinning through blood. But both knew it wasn't over. Vira held up a small crystal disc. I stole this from the archives before I left. It holds data on a new Saurian weapon, planet wipers. It's why they chased me. And now you... Jael's face darkened. Then we can't run. I didn't think we would. They reached the cliff's edge by nightfall. Far below, an old transport lay hidden, one of Vira's last smuggling ships. But as they descended, more ships landed nearby. The Emperor's flagship descended through the clouds, black and gold, monstrous in size. Jael stopped. That's him, isn't it? Yes, Vira whispered. My father. He turned to her. We need to destroy that weapon data. It's not safe with either side. She held his gaze. I know, but we also need to survive, because someone has to keep fighting. Jael nodded. Then let's give them hell. At the landing site, the Saurian forces advanced. Vira and Jael fought side by side, two relics of a forgotten time, dancing through fire. Jael threw himself into battle with fury and grace. Vira covered him with pinpoint shots, every kill a strike against her own bloodline. When they reached the command relay, Vira activated the overload. The crystal disk shattered in the interface, sending out a pulse that fried every system within the flagship's perimeter. The weapon data was gone. The Emperor's ship staggered, lights flickering. More Saurian soldiers poured in. We can't win this, she said, breath ragged. We don't have to win, Jael replied. We just have to escape. They made it to the transport, engines screaming to life. As they launched into the sky, the forest below lit with explosions. The flagship collapsed under its own weight, crashing into the trees. The rebels would feel that strike across systems. In orbit, they stared out the viewport together. We're fugitives now, she said. He turned to her. We already were. She smiled faintly. What now? We do what we were meant to. Fight for those who can't. Keep running. Keep striking back. And us? She asked. He looked at her, eyes steady. You waited 250 years. I'm not going anywhere. She took his hand. Then wake up, Jael, she whispered with a smile. The galaxy still needs you.